Hello, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. We're just going to get another general message from Spirit and see what comes out today. Please remember these are collective. You can change the gender roles as you need to, and only take what resonates for you and your story. Seven of Cups, Four of Cups. I heard, no, I don't want to. Let's see, what is this? A very stubborn energy coming off of that Four of Cups. What's the Seven of Cups? Oh, goodness. Four of Swords, 44. Two of Pentacles. King of Pentacles and the Hierophant. The Hermit. The Chariot. The Knight of Cups. Four of Wands, 444. So this King of Pentacles energy, I feel like that is that stubborn energy that I was getting. I feel like this is a reflection of, so I feel like this person wanted to come towards you, right? But they had not done the work, basically. I feel like with the Seven of Cups energy being connected with the King of Pentacles here, I feel like this person was, enjoying their lifestyle of not being committed. I feel like they had a mindset of like, just whatever, basically, do whatever, go be with whoever, you know what I mean? There was no like, I don't know, it's a very uncomfortable energy, honestly. I feel like this person wasn't taking life very seriously, I guess is the best way to put it. I feel like there's an energy of like kind of just floating through their day, not being very serious. There's like a ton of ego here that I'm getting from this King of Pentacles. And with the Four of Cups and the Two of Pentacles, I feel like that's the energy of them kind of wanting to move towards you before they were ready, but it's like also from like their ego. Like there's a very arrogant energy about it. So not to say that they were like trying to make you like an option necessarily, but it doesn't feel like they were being very serious. I feel like this person did like you. I feel like this person, did have some emotional feelings there, right? Like it doesn't really feel surface level. There feels like more, but it also feels like this person was pushing that side of it away because they didn't want to commit, because they didn't want to, face within them what they knew they were going to have to face if they started to like, I heard grow up. Yeah, so there's the energy of this person, like I said, just kind of like floating through life and doing whatever and not being very serious, but they also wanted to come towards you, but they knew that you were connected to spirit, and they knew that basically, so see here in the Hierophant, I didn't get it. He's got his hand up, right? Like, and what I'm getting from that is like, stop, like, step back. Like if you want to come forward with this cup of love, you better figure it out, right? You better sit in this hermit energy. You better reflect on your behavior. You really think I'm going to let you come towards this person while you're acting this way? It's a no. You know what I mean? I feel like spirit had this person blocked for a really long time until this person got the message, right? This person was not respecting the energy that you carry, and they were not facing the things inside of them that they needed to face, right? So this person, I feel like spirit made them go hermit so that they could really sit with what they were hiding from within themselves, right? I feel like with the Four of Swords here, that's like them kind of taking that time to pull themselves out of their ego, to pull themselves out of their superficial lifestyle, and pray and connect themselves and meditate and find the answers within, right? Reflect on their behavior and see the error of their ways and change those ways, right? If they wanted to come towards you here in this Knight of Cups energy and actually have it materialize into something beautiful in the Four of Wands, they were going to have to do a lot of work. And I feel feel like Spirit had them like this. Spirit was in front of them, putting their hand up and saying, no, you cannot move forward until you've faced your demons, until you've cleared out a lot of this energy that's like attached to you, right? So I feel like this person, they knew the assignment, and they sat in this hermit energy. They faced all of this, and now with the Chariot, they are ready to come forward with this love offer, and they're hoping that they can be in a union with you in this Four of Wands energy. Can I get some more on this person? The Empress, King of Cups. Yeah, I feel like this person realized that they were not living from love, right? They saw you as the Empress always. They saw you as this like ethereal being, this person who is like basically a goddess, right? They see you as a goddess. They see you as magical. They see you as this incredibly high vibrational person who kind of like this is, I feel like this is how they see you in their mind. Like you're sitting on a throne. You're very just like calm and peaceful. Like I'm seeing Snow White, and just like as she walks through the forest, like animals just like coming up and having her pet them, and like butterflies landing on you. I feel like that's the energy that this person thinks of you in. They see you as very magical. They see you kind of like a little fairy energy, like woodland fairy, like hugging trees and talking to animals, all of that, right? Like everything magical in any kind of way. I feel like that's the energy this person views you in. Right? They have you in this throne. They think you're beautiful. They think you're like just otherworldly is what I just heard. So, they knew to be able to be connected to somebody like you, they were going to have to do a lot of work. They were not connected to their heart space previously. They were in their ego. They were very like self-absorbed, arrogant, not taking life very seriously, not taking themselves very seriously, right? They were not living for a higher purpose. They were living for like instant gratification. So, Spirit stepped in here and was like, no, if you want a chance with this person, then you're going to have to grow, right? So they made them go hermit. They came out the other side of that energy, and now I feel like this person is in the King of Cups. They've got in touch with their emotional side, right? I feel they were very, very closed off in this King of Pentacles energy. Like I said with this one, no, I don't want to. And it's like he's got his arms crossed, and that cup, that's the Ace of Cups, right? That Ace of Cups love is like, no, I don't want it. No, get it out of here, right? This person did not want to emotionally invest into anything. This person did not want to get deep into their feelings because they knew that they were going to have to face some things inside of themselves that they were not facing. Like this was just the absolute no up here for them in their mindset. Until Spirit stopped them from being able to come towards you, right? So it was like that push of like, okay, well, how do I get there? And so they were shown the way. They had to face their demons. They had to clear out their life. They had to start taking things seriously if they wanted a chance with you. And so I feel like that's what they did. They went hermit. They came out the other side in the King of Cups. Now they have their own cup in their hand, right? And they want to give it to you here in this Knight of Cups energy, because what they want is a union, right? They want to be with you. So this person, I feel like they were very dedicated to changing their mindset. I feel like they worked really hard on ditching the ego and clearing out all those attachments. And I feel like this energy of the King of Cups, he's sitting in a throne here, and it just, the energy coming off of it is like the Empress, just like relaxed and emotionally available. And it's like an energy of open to receiving, right? Because I feel like this person has found their value, and it's out. They were up here, they were looking for their value on the outside, right? They were pouring into things that were superficial. Nothing really mattered, right? They didn't love themselves the way that they should have, and that's why they were not in the King of Cups energy. But now they are, right? They love themselves. They've found their value, right? They hold their cup in their hand because they're ready to give it to someone, and they want to give it to you. Can I get some more on this person? I'm hearing that song. I don't know who sings it, but it's like, I only have eyes for you. Okay, some more on the King Cups. Knight of Swords, Queen of Wands, excuse me, Temperance, and the Emperor. I feel like this person is really excited to show you this new version of themselves here with the Knight of Swords. It's a very forceful energy, very like impulsive and rapid moving, right? Like running as fast as they can kind of thing. It's like, I know that you think of me in this way, right? Is the energy that they're giving me is like they think that you think of them as this like superficial, I heard asshole. Yeah, so they think that you have a very negative light, or very negative, like interpretation of who they are on the inside, right? Like they've shown you that side of them. They showed you that this was who they were. That's the energy and the lifestyle that they were living, right? So that's who you know them as, and they know that. And I feel like there's an energy of regret for sure, but there's also an energy of like excitement because they've done so much work on themselves and they want you to see that they've come into their Emperor energy and now they feel matched to your Empress energy, right? They also think that you're incredibly beautiful here with this Queen of Wands. It's a very like very charismatic and like I heard intoxicating. I heard I get drunk on your love. Yeah, this person, they're just like super, in every sense of the word, they're super like fired up about you, you know what I mean, on every level. So they're very excited to come forward and show you this healed version here with Temperance and the Emperor. They've done the healing work, right? They've put in the time and effort. I feel like Spirit has lowered their hand and is like, okay, now you can try, right? Just because Spirit lowered their hand and said you can try doesn't mean it's going to happen. This person still has to put in the effort to come towards you, and tell you how they feel, right? They have to stand in front of you and see if you want them in your life, right? That's your choice as someone who has free will, right? We all have free will, and if this isn't somebody that you want to come back around, then it's a no, right? That's your choice. But this person has done a lot of healing work on themselves here with Temperance and the Emperor, and they want to show you this new version, because they want to change your opinion of them, right? They don't want you to think of them as a superficial jerk. They want you to see that because of you, because you were the reason for their change, right? You were this catalyst of change. You were their muse at the end of the day, right? They knew where they wanted to be, is to be with you, but they also knew where they wanted to be as far as like themselves, right? They knew that they had to get to this level to be with someone like you. Back here, they were not at that level, not even close, right? They were way far behind on their journey. But I feel like Spirit putting their hand up and stopping this person was like, okay, well, it like lit the spark inside of them, right? Because they knew that they wanted to be with you, but they also knew that they couldn't in the energy that they were in, right? So they dove in here in this Hermit energy. They dove into that and they've come out the other side, and now they're in this Temperance Emperor energy, and they want to show you that they've made all these changes because of you. Can I get some more? Ten of Pentacles. Page of Wands. Yeah, see, they want to come forward and show you that they can be someone that's in your matched energy, right? They can be the person that you deserve, right? They know that you deserve the world, that you're a very healed person, that you're not going to lower your vibration to meet anybody that isn't healed, right? Like if you want to be with somebody in your energy, then you have to be healed. You have to be connected to Spirit, and this person knows that, right? And they want to come forward with this message here to show you that they are now connected to Spirit. They are now a healed person, and they are now ready to stand in front of you and ask you if you want to be with them as well. So let's get you some oracles or some messages. Let's do this one. I miss you more and more every day. I want to rebuild our connection. I feel empty without you. You're the best thing that ever happened to me. Yeah, this is that energy of you sparking this journey for them, right? And them being very grateful because they were living so superficially and they didn't have anything in their life that was like sparking them to do better, right? Until they met you, until they got that hand in their face from spirit. You know, it made them reflect in that hermit energy. It made them see that there was more to life, right? Love is beautiful and it's worth elevating for, right? And I feel like that's what this person did. So now they want to rebuild this connection. They want you to see that they have healed, that they've changed, that they've come into their emperor energy, to be matched to your energy. You know, and this whole time you've been their muse and their inspiration, and their hope. You know what I mean? Their hope has always been that they would elevate their energy to be matched to yours, and you guys would be, I heard, happily ever after. Yeah, that's always been their hope. So I hope that resonated for you. I hope that brought you some clarity. Please like, subscribe, or comment below. I would love to hear from you, and I will talk to you later. Bye.